What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm supposed to be doing an alignment video, actually. I'm actually in the process of doing it. We just installed our tow arms, and right now it's raining. So I'm not doing alignment in the rain. So you can see it's not a bad rain, but unfortunately the ground's all wet, and there's no way I'm laying down in that and doing alignment. So you can see our fitment is not bad. This side does have to go a little bit lower, just as you can see. And I think once we do a little bit of a toe out, it will fix that. In the meantime, I got something else that we can do. Since we are on stretch tires for that crispy fitment, I'm terrified that we're going to debead. Since I'm terrified of debeading, I wanted some sort of Tpms sensor, and this was the cheapest thing I could find that kind of fit what I wanted. Now, I did want something that kind of replaces the valve stem. Like, instead of something that screws on like this, I wanted something inside the wheel, but I just couldn't find something that I can guarantee that would work with the car. And I just wanted something simple, like a little screen that plugs into the cigarette lighter and that communicates with the sensors. And everything was like an OEM replacement and would probably need programming. I just wanted something I could throw on and I know it's going to work. So this was the cheapest thing I could find on eBay, and I'll link it down below so you guys can get this up if you'd like. I think I paid like 50 Canadian shipped, and it arrived in less than a month, I want to say. So yeah, it just seems like a generic part that's probably been rebranded by hundreds of companies, but this is what you get in the box. And then that is your screen that tells you your pressures. I don't like that it says all that stuff on it. I might end up taking the sticker and try to maybe like put a little bit of paint on the inside, like on the back, to kind of tell what's what. But from my understanding, that's basically what you get in the box. Yeah, this just goes right into your cigarette lighter. Very simple. And yeah, you got some nuts and a wrench. I believe that's just to kind of tighten it down. But honestly, the install shouldn't be really that bad. So let's go throw these suckers on right now. All right, we're inside the car now. Something that I was doing was I was tightening down the little bolt or whatever, or the little nut with this wrench that was provided. I'm gonna hold off on that just because I don't know what my pressures are, so I might have to fill it up with air anyways. But for the rest of the install, we could do it inside the car. And this little thing right here, there's really nothing to it. It should just plug in and go. There's a little cigarette lighter socket right there. And I'm probably gonna use that one. So it should just go right in. Another one you can use is down here inside your STI. I might use this one if I find the lights annoying, but I think I want to see the pressure anyways. So let's just turn the car on. All right, there you go. All right, let me look at the instructions. Something's not right because I did test this and it did show pressure. Be right back. Okay, I think I figured it out, but to be honest, I'm not sure. But 3 out of the 4 are working. So I just unscrewed it. The alarm's going off. Let's screw it back on. There you go. The PSIs are all over the place. I'm going to adjust all these, and when it's all done, I'll get back to you guys. Also, yes, I know I have this, and I could have used this, but this is just a little bit more convenient and shows me the pressure, whereas this is more of like if I'm stranded or if a friend needs help or something and I don't have one of these. So this is more of like a backup, not a solution kind of thing. So we're all filled up. Everything's about 41, 42. That's good. Like I said, anywhere between 40 to 45 is good. This thing actually has a cool feature. It will start making a beeping noise when your tire pressure is low. I can simulate that by removing one of the Tpms sensors. So I'll do that right now just so you guys can see. It's kind of hard to see it with the light, but it says 0 PSI. Yeah, and it's beeping at you. So if you really wanted, you could stick it down in here and close it. I'm pretty sure you'd hear it. The last thing we have to do now is just to tighten down the little nut that locks it in place. That just so I guess it's just so people can't steal your sensors. But use this tool as provided, lock it all down, and then you're good to go. So I was really worried about it really standing out, and don't get me wrong, it is pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big. It stands out a bit too, actually. I was gonna say it's not as bad as I thought, but it's pretty out there. I mean, it'll serve the trick for now. To be honest, I think I'd rather have them than to not have them. Since twice I've driven on flat tires, like yeah, I don't know. I don't recognize that the tire's flat. I don't know why. I guess I'm just used to like rough rides. I don't know. So, you know, this is just gonna be like a safe thing. Just kind of this is like a peace of mind kind of thing. So I'm happy I got them on. Sure, they don't look the greatest, but you know what? I'd rather know if my tires are about to debeat or low, especially being stretched. You know, it is what it is. It's like an insurance piece. It's just a backup there, just so if something was to happen, you don't have to worry about it. On their instructions, it does show that they sell like an internal one. So maybe down the road, I will look into getting that, especially if I do get nicer wheels. Like maybe one day we get Works. You never know what happens. So, you know, we might get Works one day, we might get something else. So especially if you do like 3Ps, you can get the valve stem on the inside. So then I guess it really doesn't matter if you get the internal TPMS sensor. So, you know, but I think it looks okay. Interior wise, it's not as bad as I thought. The screen's not that bright. I think it was like $50. I think you can't really beat it. I think it's pretty good. Again, I'll link it down in the description. All right, guys. So I have been driving now around for a while, at least a month and a half. I've been slacking on editing this video. And yeah, I'm like really behind on like a lot of videos. So like you might see more frequently I'm pumping out videos just because I need to get them out. But I want to show you an issue I've been having with this TPMS sensor kit. And one of the first things I was noticing when I got it is a lot of the time it would just start beeping like crazy for no reason. And normally that's a sign of like you losing air like quickly out of nowhere. But it was nothing crazy. Like it was maybe like 1 PSI and it would just go doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So I just disconnected it. I would get annoyed. I would pull it out. Recently it hasn't been doing it, but I have noticed for some reason, I don't know why, it doesn't say PSI now, it only says bar. Now that is really annoying because I don't know what bar is and I'd rather know what my PSI is. And there's one button on this device and I have no idea what it does. I can't figure out what it is, but I'll show you what's going on right now. So pretty much this is what I'm seeing: 2.8, 2.7, 2.7, and 2.7 bar. It does not say PSI. And there's a button on this side, and if I hit it, nothing. But if I double click it, or triple or whatever, it'll start flashing. If I click it again, it goes to the next one, next one, next one. And that's it. I can hold it. Nothing happens. But if I triple click it, it gets back in here. I can hold it on this. Nothing happens. I actually want to add air to the tires. I haven't added it in a long time, and I do think it's a little bit low, especially considering I'm on stretched tires. So I'm going to quickly air everything up to like, I think it's 35, 40 PSI.
I somewhere in between there you want to run when on stretch. I don't know. I got to double check. But I'm going to do that, and I'm going to disconnect this and see if it resets itself, because right now it's kind of annoying. I don't even know what 2.7 is. It's supposed to be like 3.1 bar, 3.2 bar. So I don't know what PSI this is, but I'm going to fill them all up. Okay, so I went around, made sure everything was filled up to about 45 PSI, just because when I unscrew it and I screw the little valve cap on with the sensors, it does lose air. So it probably is realistically probably like 43, 44, around there. Who knows? So still has not changed. It still shows bar. I disconnected it. I pulled it out of the cigarette lighter. I disconnected all the sensors. I put it back in. It still showed bar. I disconnected it again. Then I put on the sensors. Still showed bar after I put it back in the cigarette lighter. So I've messed around with this for a while, and it still shows bar. So if it wasn't for that, I would say go ahead and get this. Like, it's annoying. Even if I pull off the valve stem cap with the little sensor, it does start beeping, so it shows that it is communicating with each other, but it will not go back to PSI, and I have no idea. I have no idea why. There's no instructions. I don't know what the button does, so I don't know. I think I paid like 50, 60 bucks on eBay, and if it wasn't for that, I would say go ahead and get this, but I really don't know if it's worth it. I'm going to keep it because I already have it, and at least it shows me something. So if I do have a blowout, or if I do know something's losing air, hopefully it will tell me, but I don't know. If I find something better down the road, I'll probably get that. I don't know. It's really your choice on what you want to get. It's your car. If you want to try it, maybe you'll have better luck. Maybe mine's faulty. I don't know. If anyone knows what the button does, let me know, because right now it does nothing. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave a like and comment if you have questions, because I have questions. So if anyone knows how it works, let me know. Please feel free to subscribe. It'll help with the channel. Take it easy.